with my good bud Sergio. We just got off work together. It was my first day back. Felt really good. Love my boys. Miss my peeps. But I don't miss working. But this is my mom's shirt from when she was my age. And I found it where I used to park my RV. Somehow this was still saved out of everything. But I hate hiking and stuff in my uniform. So I found this in my car in a huge plastic bag I need to wash and take care of. But I love my mama. We got good old San Diego. Got downtown over there. I miss Boston though a lot. I really do. I miss my fam. Who would have thought? I seriously, I just felt so at home on the East Coast for some reason. Well, not for some reason. My whole family's there, and look at all the little birdies following the fishies, the fish boat. That's funny. All the birds are right above them. I was skating right by this, but I just had a great conversation with my dad and then a great conversation with my mom. And it was just really, really needed with people that, just gaining self-awareness. But it's so funny. I opened this because I skated right by it and I said, Lauren, you always have to go to your little libraries. And then I'm listening to this video on YouTube about just it's speaking right to me. And of course, abnormal psychology, World War Z, Forever Plus One, Her Good Luck Charm, First Comes Baby, The Father of Her Sons, and then Management of Construction Projects. This is I always love opening these, not to read all these books or anything, but just it always gives me a little inside glimpse of where I am at with the universe, and just how loud our subconscious could be, and those subconscious thoughts become conscious and physical reality. And it's just, life is just so crazy when you really pay attention to all the signs, symbolism, numerology, titles, little crinkles of paper on the floor that end up saying exactly what you need to see or hear. And it's just so, what is that? See? Oh my God, right after getting off the phone with my parents too, where they both just really pleasantly, I need to look up what does that mean. Really pleasantly surprised me with just I need to look up what this means. I don't even know what language that is, but I just had really good conversations that I never have had before, with my dad at least, which was really nice. And, it's just, I don't know, it's so nice to talk to a parent and just be a kid for once, rather than the parent or the therapist or the whatever they need you to be, because you just always need to fulfill some role. And it's just so nice being acknowledged. Alright, I'm home now and just finally showered because I gotta wake up for work at 5 a.m. It's already 11. But I just got off the phone with my really good friend. I can't believe I met such a wonderful friend, a wonderful human being, only 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I feel like we've known each other our entire lives. But we had a really good conversation after the conversation I had with both my parents and my Auntie Kelly. And I just had to look this up before I'm going to bed, but this website says it doesn't exist. I typed in AYRA and that word, and it says no search results. Does anyone know what language this is or what this is trying to say? What is this? There has to be an app that you could take a photo of a language and it'll tell you what it is. There has to be at this point in life. But what is it? It was inside this psychology book. How cool is that too? I just love flowing with the wind and just trusting my gut instinct and letting my heart guide me. Follow your heart. But it's so funny. I met my friend a few weeks ago because on my day off I was what do I do on my day off? I was trying to think about what to do with it so much I almost wasted it. So I decided to skate 12 miles to work, and on the skate, I was skating past this industrial area, and I just had this weird gut feeling to turn around and go back, and then I saw these, sketchy people standing in front of a building, and I'm like, don't go back there, but I just, had to. And then I look in the window of something, and I see this cool light bulb, and I'm like, okay, obviously, I need to check that out. And I saw a cool neon sign, and they opened the door, and they were like, oh, I said, are you open? They're like, well, we're about to be, but come on in and check it out. We have a show in an hour. And I was like, that whole comedy place, the improv place that completely apparently has changed my life and has opened me up to this beautiful community of people I would have never known existed. Similar to last year, right before New Year's, that breathing event that introduced me to all my soul fam out here, like Eddie, Roxy, all the oh my God, my mommy blush, Sally, just all these wonderful, great people that have just completely changed my life as well. But as I was skating again, I always feel drawn to stop by these little libraries, especially when I'm having a really in-tune day, super, tuned in the zone, on that frequency. It's that's what our consciousness is. It's like a little radio station that just oh my God, it just communicates with everything. Everything around us is a constant cosmic conversation, and it's just eternal, infinite, and exponentially expanding, as we breathe, and that's so neat. But I had this really weird gut feeling to open it up after these wonderful conversations tonight, and it's just so funny that I was just gonna open up and I always just open it up and take a photo of the books that are in there, because the titles are always a perfect sentence that was either a conversation I just had, or the thoughts in my head, or something I was just writing in my phone, and it's just always this constant reassurance that we're always exactly right where we need to be, right when we need to be. And it's just so beautiful. Oh my God, I've always noticed these things, but for a while there I was like, am I crazy? But no, it's just our realities are curated exactly and perfectly and meticulously designed just for us. And when we pay attention to it, it speaks so loudly, profoundly, and powerfully to you. If it's just, it all resonates. We're all energy vibrating, and it's all resonating and relatable, and just resonates just for me. But what are the odds that out of all the books in there, I would have picked this one up? And why did I open it? Why did I open the first page? So yeah, I'm really excited to figure out what the heck this means, because that is I just got off the phone with my mommy, and I love my mommy so much, and it's a mother and child, and it was crazy too. Me and my mom were talking about my Nana and just all these great memories and thoughts, and what a wonderful, incredible woman she is, or was, still is, somewhere up there, somewhere all around us. But and then I always sit across this bingo place, and my mom was like, what's the name of it? And I said, American Legion. She said, no way, that's where Nana used to go, and that's where she used to take you in the stroller. And I'm like, what? I sit across from this every day, well, almost every day when I skate, and always think of her, but never once have I seen people go in it or out it. Who would have thought? It's a Wednesday night, start at 7 p.m., and I was sitting there at 9:30, and they were leaving, and I've just never seen it be active before. And I'm on the phone with my mom talking about my Nana, right, as all these cute little grandmas walk out with their canes and just their little curly hair, and just perfect timing. But as I was talking to my mom, talking about Nana, especially in this book too, as I'm getting off the phone with family and just reflecting on just all these all these cycles of generational trauma that I refuse to allow to continue, to the point where either I have to love from a distance and afar, or love with the same compassion I always have, and come from a place of understanding. But if that place of understanding keeps returning me back to this cycle of insanity, where I keep doing the same thing to expect different results, concluding to insanity, then I really need to focus on my own mental well-being, because the price of my peace is far too expensive these days. Our mental well-being is just way too costly to fuck around with. But yeah, what are the odds? I knew it too. I skated past it, and I was like, Lauren, go back. And I'm like, do I want to skate back? And I was like, yeah, you have to. It's just I don't know, constantly channeling everything we need to hear, we need to know, or we need to see, right when we need to hear, know, or see it. It's just so crazy. I've always just flown with the wind, but I've just been really these last 6 months of life have just been just otherworldly, and everything I always knew as a child and everything I ever thought about has just been like constantly like confirmed with such powerful, like, not to reuse the same word, but confirmation. I don't know the word for it, but it's just like, it's just so beautiful. And just doing something you've always done your whole life, just like accidentally channeling, and just like, I don't hear voices, don't think I'm crazy, but just always having this cosmic conversation in my head or asking a question, and all of a sudden like I'm answering it, but it's not like me answering it. It is, but it's like source, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just such a beautiful fucking thing. I can't believe people are locked up in psych wards for doing the same shit that other people like make millions off YouTube for channeling. Like, if we really truly tapped into our like collective power and unity consciousness and Christ consciousness and, you know, source, true, honest, genuine source from the Holy Creator that we're all a part of and made up of and all connected to by this invisible thread that makes us one, and, you know, on all levels, dimensions, frequencies, wavelengths, like we are. I was just telling my friend that, like, we equals me equals you, you equals I equals all. We just all are all. And it's just so fucking beautiful. I just wish this was a concept that, like, we all, you know, just, I wish it was just a more common concept, like how common sense isn't so common. Like, neither is like being in tune with yourself and the acknowledgement of like how we're all like a tuning fork, and when you hit it, it's like it's so butterfly effect of just like love and beauty and love and light and all that other cheesy stuff that sounds cheesy but really is true and really does exist and really is like, I don't know, God is all around us. And I hate how like religion has like defined God and boxed it in as some like man in the sky, or, you know, it's an energy. It's, you know, it's this mystical entity that is, it's just so much more powerful than anything that's ever been written, or like, I just wish we had the language. We don't yet have the language of what I'm trying to say, but it's like in my head is like signs and symbolisms and basically like emojis. I used to write like when I'm really like tuned in and I'm writing all like, it's not even words anymore at that point. It's just like something that I could look at that will remember this visual picture in my head, to remember the feelings attached to the visual that are attached to these like imaginary words that don't exist yet. But yeah, I hope you're having a good night. I hope you know how powerful you are, and I hope you know how much I love you, and I am rooting for you, and I see you, and yeah, we're all in this together, baby. So we better start like raising this fucking vibration before like all this low dim shit. Well, it's not gonna win, but it's trying pretty damn hard. You know, the evil forces of this world and the darkness that lives within the light. I mean, that obviously has to exist within a dichotomy, because you don't have one without the other, but also one shouldn't overshadow or overpower the other, which has been happening. And the fact that, like, you know, awareness and, you know, even love, compassion, and kindness is like the minority. I mean, the fact that we have all this like war and unnecessary suffering going on, and all this like spiritual, biological, physical, emotional warfare from all angles. I mean, but yeah, I hope you're staying strong out there and staying true to yourself and listening to your heart and listening to your gut, because that thing is like speaking to us, dude, all the time. And I can't believe I used to ignore it. Sometimes I even still do, because it's like, oh, you don't want to disappoint that person, blah blah, you want to live up to this, blah 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 blah. No, the only one I'm not trying to disappoint anymore is me. So yeah, I hope the same for you. Look at all my cool little bracelets. I found that one in the airport. My Auntie Mel gifted me these. This is the only one I still have from my best friend's sister Sam that I haven't. I'm just gonna pray for her. This one from the busser at my work, the rest from Auntie Mel, the purple one from my mom. Nadir, I know you gave me those two awesome like wooden beaded healing bracelets, and I gave them both to my two brothers on the East Coast, because I've never gifted them anything, and it was just in that moment it felt right. So yeah, but I do sincerely appreciate those as gifts, and you just have your whole amazing art healing studio as like, You've made such an impact on me. I can't wait to see you. Is it tomorrow or no, Friday? I can't wait to see you Friday. Tomorrow I'm going to join Amelia for her sound healing event in, I don't know where, 45 minutes away at some cool resort thing. But she's singing with this whole like sound bath, and it's going to be unlike something I've ever experienced. I've only ever gone to a few sound baths, like only 2 legit ones and 2 other ones for events that we hosted. But yeah, it's going to be beautiful. I'm going to bring my friend Kiva, because we're just like we're just connected on some other level, which is I'm really so grateful for, because I haven't experienced that like in a long time, if ever, especially so immediately. But I need to figure out what the fuck this means, dude. I really do. Anyways, good night. Love you. Jesus, you gotta be kidding me. I just said Nadir's name on here and about the bracelets and how much he's changed my life, and I said his name out loud and he literally just texted me. He didn't even watch my story or nothing. Like he just texted me, and 12:20 or 12:22, and I was like, that is absolutely insane. I just said your name out loud. He's like, I heard you, Angel. I'm like, tell me this fucking universe isn't magical as fuck, dude. I know I'm not tripping. I'm completely sober. I work in the morning. I work today. But just, oh my God, it's so fucking beautiful, dude. And I always thought it. The second I met him and looked into his eyes and went into the sound healing chamber, I just like immediately started crying tears of joy to finally be reunited with someone that I've known for like infinity. You know when you just know you've known someone for eternity and you've been like bonded to them for, and not just in this life, but like in all lives, or like what it felt like when I was in that room. And it was just like being reunited with someone that I haven't seen for centuries, like an old love that like now in this life, it's like, you know, mentor and good friend and basically like family in my whole entire heart. But I know in a past life we've been married for eternity. So it's like in this one, I think the universe gave us a break, made us like, you know, 30 to 40 years age gap, and just gave us like a really healthy bond, because we've been tied for a really long time. And maybe the universe was like, okay, you know, go check some other things out. But oh my God, what a freaking sweetheart. I know it's hard to explain. You'd be like, this girl is crazy. Ooh. But no, this person, like, we've been through many past lives together. Before life was even life, before planets were even planets, before like we were just little energy light orbs. Look how freaking cute my brother is. For veggies and toothpaste, whatever else I use and eat. I love you. Sky girl. My cat is so spoiled from going outside sometimes that she just will not stop meowing. And she finally did. Where are you, girl? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I bring you outside and then you meow all hours of the night to the point where you drive me freaking crazy, and probably all the neighbors. And then I think, do I have to make you a little dungeon kitty? Do I need to lock you up indoors forever? No way, that wouldn't be fair. You're a living creature. You belong outside too sometimes, not all the time. You used to be a little outside cat, but I had to domesticate you because I love you and I don't want you getting lost. Oh yeah. But I'm sorry, we're not going outside right now. It's almost 1 a.m. Okay? Can you just calm down with me and listen to this little sound bath and just relax? Yes, child. The child has relaxed. It worked. Oh my God, though, she was meowing for like her meow just pierces your eardrums. Eesh. I swear, I don't know how parents do it. Stay up all night with newborns. Obviously, I would do it, and I'd make a great mom if I ever did. And if and when I do. But man, this cat, sometimes you test my patience, girl. You really can't make this shit up. Like, I really wish I wish I could try, but this was the first page I opened up to just like open up and read a page before I went to bed. And it's all about abnormal psychology, but this is the first thing I read. And it's so crazy because I was just writing in my phone earlier about how many years ago when, you know, the love of my life, Matthew Gray Gubler, came up to me at Coachella and complimented me wearing my Snow White shorts. And it's just like, out of all the things, I know this is talking about delusional thinking and psychosis and stuff like that, but out of all the pages and of all the things and all the sentences to read, she's hearing the voice of Snow White. I literally just wrote that in my phone earlier today. Like, this is just like, it's not being out of touch with reality. This just like, reality is fucking magical, dude. Out of all the things, how was Damn, I need to go to bed, but this book is super freaking cool. This book is really cool. I haven't read anything past that sentence because I was just like, out of all things, how the hell is that the sentence? But yeah, my Auntie Kelly just texted me too. She really wants us all to spend Christmas together. Unfortunately, my work, though, is a hotel, and we're not allowed to like request holidays off because that's the whole point of working at a hotel. But I might just have to temporarily quit or something because that would be really nice. She already like made all these reservations because she knows I said if it weren't for her and this trip recently, I don't plan things myself. If someone doesn't like force me and make a plan and tell me when to request days off, I just will keep working. But yeah, that'd be cool. But she literally just texted me after. It's so funny. That would be really cool to spend Christmas in Boston though, with the fam. All night, I got the light in your eyes, and I'm coming for you. Be cool, and it's never enough. These are the lessons in love. I need to figure out, I forget who sings that. It was this really good like DJ that I remember seeing at like some sort of rave a million years ago when I was a little rave baby. I love that song though. It always reminds me of my friend Jay Vicencio, my little partner in crime, when I used to be your little psychedelic mermaid. Yeah, that was like a beautiful encounter too. That, gosh, it's just the people in my life and the way I've met them, and it's just like none of this shit is by coincidence or by mistake or by chance. It's just like, wow. But look, we on lunch, baby. Since the time zones have been different or the time change has been different for a while, I used to be Lordy, it's nonstop. It's never ending. If I wasn't like, had a good head on my shoulders, I would be like, oh my God, I'm tripping out. Am I just forever stuck in some weird, like, permanent psychedelic trip or something? Like, but no, I'm not. I don't even do that shit. Maybe back in the day a few times. But, just crossing the street and the license plate that just, like, on this huge semi that just blasted by me the same time I'm walking the street right in front of it. 412.